YouTube, it's Will from Will Development. It's my 183rd weekly update, coming at you late on a Friday night, and I'll try to get this thing processed, edited, and put out before Saturday morning. I'll do everything in my power. Editing, rendering takes time. Regardless, this week, how do I put it? This week was kind of a blur, honestly. Because I started out, and Monday went rough for basically everything. Pressing, actually squats went pretty good. I finally touched 315 for the first time in months, whereas normally the pain in my hip would have been somewhere around an 8 or 9. It was somewhere around a 1 or a 2. And I just worked up to, just did 5 heavy singles at 315, and it felt good with that weight. Took them down way past parallel, so that felt good to be able to do that. But then the pressing went terribly. I mean, when I went on bench, I couldn't even get 275 for like 2. I mean, it felt like there was a lot of pain in my right tricep. Felt like fucking thing was detaching from my elbow. It really hurt. And so I just called it right there, and I was like, nah, this dog won't hunt. And attempted to do some press work, and let's just move past that. Let's just put it that way. Tuesday went much better. That was a back day. I decided to smartly take it just a little bit easier. And just did my regular accessory work in preparation for Thursday's deadlift session, which went pretty damn good. Now, I went for a 440 PR, which would have been 5 pounds over my 435. I broke it from the ground once and fought with it for 2-3 seconds. I mean, I broke it off the ground maybe 3 inches, and I hovered, nothing went out of place. My back didn't give or anything, and it just wouldn't move. And I mean, honestly, I probably could have fought it and gotten it, but I was just like, this close to comp, I'd rather it just comes a little bit more naturally than that in terms of PR. But I am getting much better at doing strapless deadlifts. I've been playing with hook grip for like the last 2 months, give or take, on conventionals. And it's working out really well. I was able to pull 425 with hook grip, and I actually pulled 375 for 2, totally raw, like no straps, no belt or anything, and form was good. So, I mean, I'm getting stronger. It's just the numbers are just slow climbing right now. I'm gonna probably take it a little easier next week, just in preparation for the comp. And then today went okay, actually. Hit 275 on bench for 5. So like strength was basically back to where it should be. And then jumped to 295, and it was a rough one, so I did for another single, and that one was much better. And then called it, and my log is supposed to be done tomorrow, so I made the executive decision to do some log work tomorrow, which will be very exciting. And then squats today did not go as well as Monday's did. Felt everything in my hamstrings. Worked up to 315, just did like 2 singles, and the pain was up to a 6 or a 7, and I called it. I said, it's not worth pushing it right now, because I don't need to be injured in a way that is past what I'll be able to, ignore, in a sense. So we'll see what happens. Oh, last Saturday was awful, too. It was just trash. Just that Strongman Saturday, it was just trash. I basically walked around just helping other people because it was just so fucking god-awful. But what happened was I had some people over that Friday night, and one of my friends, he kept me up. I don't blame him. I could have left at any minute, but, we were up till about 3 or so talking, and I needed more than 4 hours of sleep. Let's just put it that way. He was in a state where he just simply would not shut the fuck up, which was adorable, and he's one of my best and oldest friends, so I just kind of let him do it, because we don't see each other much, so I was like, fuck it, gotta live, right? But it was a poor choice on my part, as somebody who needed to be focused on training. But, I mean, I'm still young, I need to live. And that's part of that balancing act that every person who pursues fitness in any way has to learn how to deal with, either losing friends or losing training in one way or another. It's an ongoing process, I think, for every single person who pursues that, whether they're a professional athlete or just somebody who's looking to maybe one day be a pro athlete in a particular sport. And there's nothing wrong with either path you choose. I mean, live your life, but it's definitely something that you need to learn how to deal with, which I think everybody struggles with that, and I'm no different. So the moral of this story is learn how to balance that. And if you don't, then what's your excuse?